Hello. Hi. It is I, Quentin. That's me. Anyways, now we're gonna do void grenades. There is a little thingy up top. Whatever. I didn't totally make a stupid mistake earlier. Then I had to fix it. So, first off, axiom bolt grenades. Yay! There's like a quote-unquote bolt made for all of the light subclasses, which function very similarly. You throw out the grenade, it searches in that area, and then it sends a thing out to the things that are in that area. Normally it's 2 or 3. I think this one at base will do 2 enemies. Um, but if you charge it up, it'll do 3 enemies. I know I said that one wrong on purpose. Okay, shut up. And I think it just makes it travel faster. They look bigger, like they do more damage, but I don't actually think the damage changes at all. These grenades, in my opinion, are really just for PvP. I don't see them functioning very well in PvE in particular because of the way that PvE works. I don't really need anything to chase somebody down. It's not worth my time. So, now we're going to move on to, bam, magnetic grenades. So, magnetic grenades, they're pretty, what the fuck? Oh, okay, never mind. Magnetic grenades are pretty good. As you can see, you just kind of throw it and it'll attach itself to the nearby opponent. Otherwise, you can, when this thing restarts again, yeah, on the left side, you can see the Chaos Accelerant version, where it makes like a shotgun of them in front of you. You hold it, and you charge it, you throw it, it does push the enemy back, and it does do a good chunk of damage. This thing is getting buffed soon. I think it does more pushback or something. I'm honestly, I'm not even sure, but I know it's getting some sort of buff. Good, because it needs it, because nobody's going to use the shit. It's not terrible, it's just, you have better options. So now we move on to Scatter Grenade. I like this one. I think it looked cooler in D1, but that's a different story. So, just kind of throw the grenade, and then it explodes into a lot of tiny drones. Actually quite similar to the swarm grenade, except the swarm grenade is slower and trash. And then each one of the drones will search out the target that's in its immediate vicinity. Using Chaos Accelerant makes them bigger and makes them chase harder. Not harder, I'm sorry, chase from further away. Which is good. Just guarantees your damage. Now we move on to Suppressor Grenade. I mentioned this in the keyword video. I believe I also talked about this in the fragment video as well. The importance of this grenade is mainly to just cut people off, like to say you don't get to do this anymore. Anytime the enemy has abilities that are annoying to you, if you use that suppressor grenade, it will cut off those abilities. And like I mentioned, I'm sure at some point before, even if this was a boss tier, no, if this was a I don't get blinded tier enemy, it would still cut off their abilities if you throw a suppressor grenade at them. If you want my opinion, you should be able to just cut off anything outside of like a raid boss's abilities, quote unquote abilities, because that would give more reason to run this or more reason to try and suppress things, but yeah, whatever. Next up, we have the Void Spike Grenade. As you can see, you just kind of throw it. It also sticks on the wall. The one on the left is base. That's how long it goes, and the one on the right lasts longer based off the fragments. Was it remnants, I believe? Makes your grenades last longer on Void. So now we go to the Void Wall Grenades, and yes, I actually wrote remnants this time. The Void Wall Grenade is actually underrated damage-wise. It does a ton of damage, but the reason why nobody uses it is not because it doesn't do a lot of damage. It's because it kind of moves in whatever the hell direction it wants to from side to side. Even if you throw it right next to the enemy, sometimes it'll go like right behind them, so they have to walk into the grenade, which is extremely annoying. My recommendation for Bungie, if they want people to actually use this grenade, increase its width. Even if you drop its damage, if you increase its width because of its low base cooldown, people will figure out how to use it. Or make it more consistently tracked towards targets. If this thing just actually hit what you threw it at with any kind of consistency, people would use this grenade, I promise. I think it's the highest DPS grenade of the Void subclass here. Problem again, it's just, it doesn't always do what you want it to do. Alright, and then we have the best grenade, Vortex Grenade. As you can see, you throw it and it just kind of makes a big ball. Again, another one of those grenades that every subclass kind of has an element in a ball. Chaos Accelerant does make it much bigger, and another aspect of this grenade is that it pulls enemies toward it before it starts dealing damage. Chaos Accelerant increases that pull suck radius. I just unironically said suck radius. But anyways, it increases that, and it also increases its duration, which increases its damage, because it damages over time, which is nice. Yeah, that is all of the grenades. Nothing too crazy here, as you can see. Almost all the grenades are good. I think the only one that I didn't like for Void is the Axiom Bolt. And if you really wanted to, you still could use it. It's not my preference. Yeah, we're gonna move on to specific aspects and things for each subclass now. So, yeah.